back. This episode with Kwesi Hopkinson, government name, but Hypa Hoppa was good, bro. We're talking about your team. We're talking about your team. I see some unfortunate points here. Because Richardson killed it in the game. Luncham had a chance. Go to your process here and what you're going to do for Gameweek 2.
All right, so let me tell you how I choose my team, man. To be quite honest, you know, there are men who just watch every game and know all the players and shit. I am just not like that. I watch Chelsea games and any other big game that going on, or if I by chance just end up watching one of the lower teams, right? But it's by chance, right? So, and I'm not really big on knowing names and knowing players and all this stuff. So when I choose in my team, I just go for last year, who scored the most points, right? And then figure out if I like this person as a player and what I find is do, right? Right? So I pick who are the most points, one, the right price. So I get my favorites. Now, normally I start my team with Salah. Right?
What happened this year? I seen Salah.
The man just too expensive, John. Every year, the man just going more up and up and up, right? When I start with Salah was like 9 million or 8 something or something like that, right? In that one year, the man went from 9 million to about 11. If you can remember that, right?
Yeah.
Now the man just super expensive. So when I trying to build my team around Salah now, I just find I'm missing essential points now, players now.
Right.
You understand? Because I can't put nobody else on. So I was like, whoa, how I could build this? So I was hoping, you know what? I'll build my team around Son because I really like Son. I find
he was explosive in that game.
Yeah, he just didn't come through with the points, right? But Son to me is the next. I mean, he's the biggest Korean there, but still, he is like he engineered, boy. I'm Korean and I'm engineered this man, boy.
He is a machine. He is a machine. I'll give it that one for sure. Let's talk about in terms of picking the formation 4-3-3. Why you went with 4-3-3 this game week?
Well, because I had no choice. Everybody else was either not playing.
True.
My question is, I see in 3 Chelsea, man. Is that on purpose? You always go with your back your team?
I must go with my team.
All right.
I must go 3 Chelsea at least.
All
well,
right.
I could only go with 3, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I really lapsed here with Pulisic because I should have known he wasn't going to play. And I thought I would just hold him and put him on the bench until he come back in, right?
Right.
So and then I didn't watch the schedule properly and I didn't realize my boy Greenwood wasn't going to play. Man, you ain't playing this year.
Right.
Greenwood is the next one going and blow up too.
Yeah, you have him this week though. So men had to be fighting to get him in. So you might have an edge in terms of ownership.
Well, I have him now.
You have any transfers you're thinking of making this?
Well, I was going on pulling William.
Your ex-player?
Yeah.
How much you have in the bank right now?
I have nothing in the bank. I was going to change Pulisic.
Yeah,
because he's more expensive than William. William's like 8.5 or something like that. So I was going to swap him out. I was even starting to risk some points, 4 points, and change up the team. You know.
Like, you could use your wild card. Is there something you could use?
I used my wild card last year really early too, because I've never used the wild card. I forget. I used my wild card like after the first game last year or second game.
Yeah. You would consider doing that now?
No, I'll give them a next chance. Honestly, this thing is about patience, boy.
Right.
I agree with that, and I also agree the team you have. You don't necessarily need a wild card right now, but you might need a -4 because
I'm taking out Aspie. I was taking out Aspie. I was going to take out Pulisic, bring in and normally I don't use Aspi, as good with Alonso, right? Because I just find Alonso, he could just turn it on at some point now. Right? Last year he didn't do it too much for me, so that's why I decided, Aspi go be a short start. And I was thinking Reece James, but I wasn't sure if Reece James was going to start, but he's the next big star, right?
Yeah, that rocket today.
Jesus Christ.
Talk about his play. Talk about the Chelsea play today.
And also, what you think about the new men? What you think about Havertz, Werner?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the new guys?
The new guys, they didn't really show up today. I think the Premiership is a real, it's a whole different league, right? It's a hard league. I mean, I find it for tonight. And I felt like the style too, how Chelsea was playing today, didn't really put Werner in the game as much. Because, I'm trying to get a feel for what kind of player he is, right? He's not like a Diogo Costa. And they still set up in a way where they're playing today for like Mama like Costa now. Because this bully way inside the box. Get balls in the box and this bully, right? I ain't gonna really get that from them. He seems like a more run at defender kind of man, with space.
Yeah.
Right. And he wasn't. So he was kind of out there. I thought they'd bring in Abraham. When they was changing it up, I really like Barkley. I find he's a game changer. He underrated. But Havertz showed some promise. Actually, he's a boss player, Jen. He gonna be some trouble.
Let me ask you two questions. Two questions. Sorry to interrupt. Two questions, real quick. Yeah. Do you think it's safe picking Chelsea men this year, number one, because it have so much you call Barkley, it have Pulisic, it have Abraham,
Mount.
But it have so
Carlson,
many men.
Honestly,
do you think you could count on Chelsea men every week?
Honestly, right now, if I was not a Chelsea fan, I wouldn't advise nobody to put a Chelsea ban on, because in the next couple of weeks, they're gonna be changing our players too much to find the right rhythm now. Because they was out to sing today, I don't find it was only at the end, like the second half, in the middle of the second half, they really started to put the ball together. And you see men playing touches 1-2, getting it together. But they wasn't gelling as explosive as I thought they would have come out the gates now. We were fortunate that scoreline was 3-1.
Second question. Chelsea last year, and I think this year, going to score plenty goals. They are attacking side going forward. But you think now that they get Thiago Silva in the back, that we can trust Chelsea for more clean sheets this year or no?
Kepa boy. Kepa is my problem, boy. Yeah, what's going on? It's not that he's not a good keeper,
What's going on?
I find he too short, boy.
I agree.
He too short for, and when you check most of the goals that scored upon him, it's because of his length, his height. He can't reach. So he's get some goals scored like, if Tallman was in the goal, them thing ain't scoring.
Right.
But then he have sometimes he just stop some shots. You're like, wait, this freaking man. I rate him as a keeper, but he had a disadvantage because of his height, I think. And then sometimes he makes some weird kind of decisions,
But you think Silva will protect him a little more, no?
I rate Silva, and I think people try to say you're too old or whatever, but I feel Silva will be our new John Terry.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I feel he's going to come in like our new John Terry and kind of, marshal the defense. Maybe him and probably Azuma. I think probably him and Zuma might hold it down in the middle there. James and Holland. Watch me, Aspi, watch yourself.
I think they'll put Aspi back on the left. I think honestly after this game, Alonso got turned up a lot. So I could see Aspi going back on the left side.
But they also have this boy still on the bench. Is he? What's his name? Well, they have Christensen and
Rudiger,
right?
Yeah.
Rudiger, to me, I mean, I like him, but I don't like him, boy.
He's not going in your fantasy team.
What? Wait, you think Chelsea gonna finish the season after you guys spent $200 million? Like, you came fourth last year. What is your expectation of Chelsea this year?
I think it's going to be a real fight up. If we get a run like when that was 20. Was it the last time we won the league? 2017.
I wanna say 17.
We had get a good run, a good start, right? And we was waiting from the pack now. If we get a good few, we have Liverpool next week, but this week coming in.
That's a tough game.
That's a tough game. But you never know. Liverpool and Chelsea have a weird relationship, Anything can happen now.
Agreed.
With that game. And it's slip and fall and all kind of thing in that game. You never know. But I think we can be in the top 3. To win the league, boy, this is a season I feel. Well, you gotta watch what teams like Everton and all.
Yeah, Everton look good.
Everton looks good. Even you see teams like Leeds could cause teams trouble, So you had to win
games this week.
Yeah, but Leeds played really, really, really good, man.
Watch Brighton. Brighton looking to have some real. Brighton wasn't bad.
They have knocks.
Yeah.
The problem is the big teams and the smaller teams.
In that
you see, after
game,
the 60-something minutes, 70th minute, you start to realize where the superior teams could run them over now. And I'm today with Brighton. Where's the Leeds?
Leeds had more 401 passes in that Liverpool game, and Liverpool had 370. Leeds had more passes. They knocked the ball more than Liverpool.
Yeah, I didn't see that whole game. I heard Liverpool was looking to, they was fortunate, I guess, as well.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a tough.
And that's the thing with
round.
big teams. Big teams have that. Yeah, I mean, Man City. There's some serious. I don't think Man U might have to watch it. They might get regulated this year. They never know.
That's kind of out of time, man. So let you talk about your transfers this week. You're looking at probably get rid of Pulisic.
Wait, that man look like a Man U man.
I'm a Juventus man, but yeah, I'm a Man U man when it comes to the English league, but I'm really a Juventus man.
Okay. Juventus. I like Juventus now.
Yeah.
So you're one transfer in, or you're 2 transfers in?
Probably, I would say Pulisic and Aspi had to go. So who are you looking to bring in this week?
I was going Willian. And I wanted to go Chelsea for Chelsea, but I had to look for another option. I was at to go Reece James, but everybody looking up at Reece James and the team now. But I love that about that youth manager. I just wasn't sure if he would have been selected now.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Chelsea right now.
Yeah, too much. They have the squad real big. The squad real big.
Big. Say 200 million. You know that is? He's going and tweak and make sure you get that thing right, and it's 200 million.
That's almost that's 20% of $1 billion.
Yeah.
Transfers.
Transfers.
So Werner is the guy you're keeping in your team throughout the season. You think that he's gonna stay in your team throughout the season?
I'm gonna be patient with him. I'm gonna give him probably the next two games.
So your leash is 3 games.
Yeah.
If
I'll give him 2 more games, only because he have so much promise. I don't want him to become an ex. What's my boy? You come from Atletico here. Did I say
Morata. Yeah.
I hope he's not a Morata.
Cool.
I think he'll be better. I think he'll be better on that. As I say, looking at your team, I could see you're doing better this week because you have Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, and Everton have a nice game this week. They look good this weekend. So
you also have
Richarlison should have given some points, so but he oh god.
Yeah, he missed a couple. And then Greenwood have a game, so you could bring Greenwood off your bench. So yeah, you're not as bad as it seems.
Son has a good lineup again this week too. They are the Burnley boys.
Yeah,
the Burnley trio. Westwood's a good player. Tarkowski in the back. Pope. So
should have a better week. Should have a better week this week.
Should have a better week this week. So we're looking forward to seeing that.
Let me see your team now. I ain't see your team now. What's going on there?
Well, we both had 77 points. That's as much as I would say right now. We both had Salah captain. So
wow.
We had the Salah as captain.
We had Salah as captain. So
I was going to reveal later on our next episode, but this was my team this week. I went with Salah as the captain, and that was 40 points. Salah had more points than your team. You know what I mean? So I had team owner.
Do with that.
Well, Salah.
It was Salah.
It was Salah.
I didn't kick a ball yet. You know, it was Salah.
Be nice to the guest, man.
I think I have problems this week. You know, I have some crazy games lineups. Aubameyang playing against Liverpool. Palace, Mitchell in the back against Palace. Trent is getting beat left, right, and center. I have some work to do, so I'll work on that up to Friday. But we wanted to check in on your team.
Yeah,
you have the biggest league. The Hyper Drive League is the biggest league in Caribbean.
Biggest, and I joined the Hyper Drive League. What if somebody win the Hyper Drive League? What again? Shout out to the radio again. Johnny.
They had to get 2 counts for the next coach party.
No. Actually,
next coach boat party.
Every year the winners get a top, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yes, get a top. Every year.
All right.
You know? Now, this year, actually, we were going to make it a cash game. Well, I'll create a next league.
Yeah.
The Hyper Cash League. But it was too late to get it off. Yeah. And then they meant to pay. And, you know, it's too big.
That's always a lot of hassle. But we will take the jersey. We'll take the jersey.
Yeah.
We'll take the jersey. Come for that jersey.
Men on 77 points already. Yes.
Yeah.
Use your triple captain next week.
Watch me this man.
Don't let him lead you down the road. Don't let him lead you down the road. One last question for Hyper this week. I have one last question for you. Look at the schedule right now, because we have a contest going on. We picking a player each week from the guests. Darius picking a player, I picking a player each week, and we adding up to the end of the season. So every week, every different guest come, we have them picking somebody. The trick is, guests can't pick who another guest picked before. So the guest last week picked Salah. Look at the schedule and just tell me one player this week who you're looking for to make big points. Any team, any player except Salah.
This is schedule.
Yeah, anybody except Salah.
Liverpool, yesterday. Wow. I would go. Arsenal West Ham. That's a derby, boy.
Yeah, that's a good game.
That's a good game. But it's not going to be. I don't feel it's going to be a blowout.
Right.
Man U home to Palace. Who else we have there? Leicester have a home game.
Everton.
But Leicester playing Burnley. West Brom.
Yeah.
West Brom could get some licks, but
your boys on there, right? Your blue, your tough.
I want to hear who you picking. I want to see if you crazy to go to a Chelsea player this week.
Nah. Well, it's at home.
Don't go down this road, Hyper. Don't go down this road. Don't go down this road.
You know,
well, it's at home. That's how it starts off. That's how a bad story to start off. It's at home.
Don't go down this road.
Something tell him I want to go with Martial or Greenwood, you know.
Give us one. You have to pick one.
Well, Greenwood on my team. Greenwood on my team.
So you're going to Greenwood this week? All right. So we put in this in the box and we recording it.
Yeah, I go with Greenwood.
All right.
Boom.
Hopefully you give you something. Yeah.
I hope you get your hat trick and I hope you're captaining.
Watch me. If I tell all you, I must use my triple captain. I didn't use my triple captain last season.
I want to be that good, man. I don't use my triple captain.
Wow.
No, and only because, let me tell you what's happening in the past. All our shows be good going down the road till carnivals are creeping.
you sound like a mutual friend of ours by the name of Rudy.
Yes, Rudy.
Yeah, that's his problem every year too. That's his problem. That's his problem every year too.
Yeah, boy. Tuesday and Friday catching me and I not even studying my team and change yet. The way I looking Saturday morning to change my team and I was like, yo, Fred, game start. I know wake up from a flat, you know? So that's been happening to me for the last couple, the highest I must come in my own league is 20-something.
Wow.
I think that's good. I think that's good because I was in your league last year.
Like 1,000 people.
I was in your league last year and I think I come 30-something or something.
Yeah. It's really hard. I think it was like 27 or 22nd or something. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's actually good.
Nice.
Yeah, that was once, you know.
Well, no carnival early this year.
Boy, don't say that yet, now. Oh God, do that. I ain't ready for that, boy.
Early, just early.
Just stay tuned to the podcast. We go give you all the tips this year to boost up your
YouTube.
score.
This will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
And looking out for for that triple captain, Greenwood this weekend.
I like, I really liking what they're doing, the setup and everything, man. Real nice.
Yeah. Give that.
LAFC back here. Old Trafford over there.
LAFC?
LAFC.
It's like...
Hey, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. Yo, thank you, brother.
Yeah, no problem, guys.
Shout out to the Hypa Drive.
Thanks for having me.
The Hypa Drive League.
Hypa Drive League, big time. Scotch, I don't have a league, but we, it's not as big as the Hypa Drive.
Scotch should be the money league, man. So make Scotch the money. I think people will join on the Scotch, man, and pay the money.
For sure.
All right.
And everybody listening, don't forget Hypa giving out a jersey, so join up that league.
Join up that league. All right, take care, bro.
I respect it.
Yeah, man.